Unfortunately, there's been a huge increase of juuling, not just in the high schools, but down into the middle schools, into young kids. One of the things we see from the news stories coming out is that these companies have been specifically targeting young kids.
I don't know how any of this works at all. So where do you put fluid? Why do you need power?
So it's empty.
I know nothing about this.
A Juul is a closed-loop vape system. It consists of a battery and a pre-filled pod. The pre-filled pod is filled with e-liquid with a high nicotine volume. A Juul is very easy to use. All you do is put the pod in and vape away.
So a lot of times people will actually get a higher dose of nicotine through these devices than a previous electronic cigarette. The amount of nicotine that is in a cartridge for a Juul, even though it seems like it's very small, is the amount of nicotine in a pack of cigarettes. If you are someone like a teenager who has a growing brain, nicotine exposure can stunt the brain development as time goes on. Part of your brain, particularly your frontal lobe, which has to do with executive functioning and that sort of thing, doesn't develop really until your late teens, early 20s. There's other chemicals in them as well that you wouldn't normally have in normal cigarettes, like heavy metals and that sort of thing. And we're not entirely sure what the effect of ingesting these metals would have on the lungs, let alone teenagers' lungs.
There's too many flavors to count. There are endless amounts that you can get.
There's cotton candy, bubblegum, peppermint.
Some that taste like pancakes, coffee flavor.
I heard one was unicorn puke. It sounds like cartoon flavors or something.
It makes them seem a little bit more kid-friendly, so people are like okay with doing it.
It's a lot easier than smoking a cigarette or drinking. People do it in class all the time, and kids like that it's sneaky and that they're getting away with it because it gives you that like rebellion.
A lot of people post them on their Snapchat stories or on Instagram of them vaping. They tend to be more popular.
If you don't vape, you're looked at as an outsider, so everybody does it.
So how should you talk to your teen about e-cigarettes? First, know the facts. The CDC has a parent information guide, and you can share what you learn with your child. Second, if you need to quit smoking yourself, be a good example for your child and call 1-800-QUIT-NOW for resources. Remember, your goal is to start a conversation with your child, not give them a lecture. Try to use something in current events or possibly when you see someone using an e-cigarette to bring the subject up. And remember, when you talk to your teen about almost anything, short, repeated conversations are often better than one long one. If your teen is already vaping, it's okay to show disapproval, but you also want to let them know that you're there to help them.